Don't understand why we're outside in the cold.
Because it looks romantic.
You want romantic?
Not when YouTube is watching. Hey guys, welcome to Blind Girl Vlogs. We are out in our garden. Cold, really cold.
Why are we out in our garden?
Because we love them so much. No, because it looks really good. It's got that effect. It's very misty and foggy, and well, why not? I've been doing so many YouTubes indoors, and I just want to give it a little bit of a different feel to it. And yeah, it's very cold. But we're here in a national lockdown here in England.
Holding a microphone each.
Yeah, 2.1. Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Or something like that. Anyway, so we've done our exercise today, and we thought, well, we can't really go out again, and here we are.
Can I ask you, what clothes are you wearing for people who can't see it?
I am wearing a new Christmas jacket that my mum bought me, which is I think it's a creamy colour. Whack it in the comments below if I've got that colour wrong, but I think it's a creamy colour. And I'm wearing black mittens.
You know why that's good?
Why?
Because the windbreaker or muff on the end of the microphone is the same colour. It's a black one.
Oh, brilliant. So
you're colour coordinated.
I'm really colour coordinated.
Hey, so listen, YouTubers is going to come in and join us for this conversation. This is fantastic. We are deliberately standing here with microphones. We don't have to have microphones like this because we've got lapel mics.
We have.
But we want to play using these broadcast microphones to see what it sounds like. So let us know in the comments below. One thing you see an awful lot on YouTube, right, is, and people who do podcasts, and it's really common, they'll buy really expensive microphones. And you can make the joke about us, but actually I'd like to claim not. All the gear but no idea. Okay. So they'll get all the kit, and they'll get a really nice microphone, like a Shure SM7B, and they'll spend something like $500 US on it, £330, or a Rode NT1, which kind of protects against this, and they'll speak into it like this, and the thing is, it will make that kind of sound, and they'll think that sounds really cool, and they'll make their voice lower, and they'll be talking about podcasts, but oh my lord, doesn't that sound naff. What about this though? Her outdoors with him outdoors. Yeah. How's it feel actually holding a mic?
It doesn't feel too bad. I think for me, I've just got to get the knack of holding it in the right position and the right angle.
What are we talking about now?
Just behave yourself. Why do you have to have every vlog turning into some sort of
I see a bar. I see a bar, and I have to lower the tone.
I thought you said something else. I thought you said you see a bar. Yeah, okay.
I don't even know what that joke is, so you'll have to explain it to me later.
Well, I kind of laughed to myself. It's my own joke.
Yeah, I don't know what she was thinking. But anyway, look, we're out here in the garden. It's
because it's beautiful.
It's supposed to be a bit foggy today, but you should be able to see us. Actually, I'm pretty curious. Let us know in the comments below. Is the autofocus dealing with this? When we're just filming Siobhan, we've started experimenting using an app called Ira, where someone will do the manual focus, and that way we don't need to worry about it hunting. Yeah. But we can't do that because if I get some help to set it up when we're both in here, I can only manually focus it to one, and then how would I know with Ira? Anyway, that's boring. Is it working? That's what I want to know. How are you feeling about? Let's talk openly about lockdown 2.1. We're calling it. How are you feeling in yourself?
I think from the first one, I feel a lot better because I know how I'm going to, I suppose, cope with getting shopping and what I can and can't do and where I can go and where I can't go. The only thing I do find, and let's be real here, is we're in close proximity, aren't we?
Yeah, we're okay because we're husband and wife.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I think you meant socially distancing.
No. Yeah. But close proximity
we'll
in the house.
Nuts.
Yeah.
You're driving me nuts.
Oi, steal my words.
I'll tell you what's hard actually is
Oh,
this is really fun. I don't suppose I can. How far can I go with this one? Yesterday.
It depends on where you're going. Where's your mind going?
Well, yesterday we were both working.
Yeah.
And without going into all the finer details of what I do and where I work, Siobhan was upstairs in the office doing something, and I had to go and do, we'll just say, like an interview for the TV, and ended up doing that putting on a suit and trousers, no shoes by the way, and going into our living room.
Oh yeah.
With an iPhone, but it was via Zoom. Would have been great if it wasn't via Zoom as well, actually. So that must have been disruptive for you, right?
No, not really. Although I could hear you, but I just have these funny images of you wearing no shoes.
I was wearing pants.
No, but no shoes. Just like doing this interview.
So the microphones here. Yeah. What's really cool about them, right, is if you don't mind me showing yours, I'm just going to take the muff off. So bring your hands up. these are really, 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 really well-known microphones called SM58s. Okay, they're a vocal microphone. I'm going to put your windshield back on. Can you hold my microphone, please, up towards me if you don't mind? Just going to explain what I'm doing. Your one's going to be a bit muffled. I'm not going to edit this out. This is staying in. So yeah, we hold it roughly about that distance there would be cool.
So terms
they're
of...
a staple. I'm just going to say they're a staple. So broadcasters use these all the time for radio and stuff. They also use another one, which I have upstairs another time. But you're going to get a richer sound on this occasion. We're recording sound externally on a recorder and not through the camera, but we tell the editing software to link that up afterwards. So the two questions I guess we've got is, what does it look like? Because I'm not sure we'd want to do this every time.
Do we look cold?
Yeah, and what does it sound like? What does it say? It's just like almost a video podcast.
Yeah.
So we went out earlier. You joined the queue, which people are obviously seeing now on screen, if they can.
Yeah.
All right. Forget some people can't. We can't. Don't be sensitive.
I'm blind.
No, don't do that. Naughty. You'll upset someone. Look, we're blind, all right. So
we can make fun of ourselves.
Shouldn't get in trouble for. I don't know. It's our thing, right? So, but there was a massive queue there.
Yeah, there was.
And I think because some people who are blind say, oh, I can't queue, and it is hard, right? It's really hard. So how did you cope with that?
What I do is, if I can hear that there's a queue forming or that people are milling about, I always say, is the last person able to let me know where they are, so then I can then try and indicate where the back is. And the majority, okay, let's get my teeth in. The majority of people are really, really lovely and helpful, but there is a challenge. It is actually knowing how far to go back, or socially distance.
Yeah, true. I prefer saying to people, look, could the last person in the queue please let me know when you get to the front of the queue? And the reason being is it's really difficult to know when someone's moved forward if they haven't told you when you're supposed to be 2 meters apart anyway. I'm not sure people were 2 meters apart. How did it feel like to you?
I think people were quite close to each other, and it's hard to judge for people who are blind or visually impaired. But that's kind of what I will say to people. If you are sighted and that you see someone who is visually impaired, just help. Yeah,
actually,
exactly that.
Listen,
help. Just offer that assistance.
It's polite to say, do you want to go next, in a way. I personally say, no, it's fine. I'll wait till
Yeah, me too.
But it's a really stressy situation. It feels not brilliant, actually. So it's polite to say, would you like to go next? I'll always say, no, that's fine. I'll wait till the to the end. But I think, bearing in mind that the person will not be enjoying that experience of asking the question because it is embarrassing.
Yeah, and I can only talk from my perspective, and everyone who has a visual impairment, has their own ways of dealing with it. But I just open my mouth and ask. I'm not shy.
She's not shy.
I'm not shy. But that's just me. I've got confidence, and not everyone's going to have that ability or feel comfortable in asking.
For those who can see it, let's take another look at the photo of the people queuing. What do you reckon, guys? I know the angle might be difficult here, but does it look like people have got 2 meters distance? Does it look like they've even got the 1 meter distance? When 2 meters is not possible, that's okay, but obviously people are queuing up the high street. Does it look like there's 2 meters? Let us know in the comments below. But then from there we shifted, didn't we? And we had a little bit of a walk up through the mist into town, and it felt kind of moist when you're breathing in and all around, but it was quite quiet on the walk into town, right?
Yeah, it was actually quite quiet. And then as we got into town, there are quite a few people milling about one of the big supermarkets. And I found that really hard to navigate because there were barriers up, there are people standing around. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that we've just got to kind of accept and deal with. But as for the second lockdown or third lockdown, however you want to count them, I feel in a bit of better position than I was initially, because I just didn't know what to do or what to expect. And from a mental health perspective, I do feel that we are in a better position moving forward, even though the cases are going up. But I suppose the vaccines, I'm hopeful that the vaccines are going to be kind of the next big step. That
are
we can
you?
actually, yeah.
Vaccines, the professionals, the experts tend to say, and of course there are different views, you need to be aware of that.
I'm just trying to be positive.
An awful lot of people, they say that vaccinations are definitely part of the solution, but they're
it's not all of it.
The solution itself, because there's still some common sense that's going to be needed within all of that as well. So it's been a crazy week, crazy week, bit of busy week.
It has been busy.
I'm out of the house a little bit now, aren't I, for work?
Woohoo! Yeah,
Which
it's
gives
actually
you a
quite
little
nice.
bit of a
Headspace.
headspace.
But I think it's been good for both of us because
Yeah.
we have been locked down completely.
The lockdown lowdown with
yeah,
blind girl vlogs.
Yeah.
That'd be
That'd
good.
be a good title.
That'd be a good title. Clickbait. You don't do much clickbait, and we've had this discussion, haven't we? We try and make the titles interesting.
Yeah.
You definitely get even more subscribers. It'd be great if people who are watching do subscribe because it supports content. You'd get more subscribers, if you stuck absolutely outrageous titles there. But generally, you're not about it, right?
That's just not me. I just, I am, honest, and I just want to be authentic.
But if you weren't honest, you would say that anyway, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know.
She is honest.
Yeah, I just don't think that's what I'm about. That's not what the channel's about.
No, you're about honesty. You're not about clickbait.
Yeah,
okay.
That's exactly that.
All right, cool. So listen, we're interested. It's an ongoing, not tension, but it's a discussion that Blind Girl Vlogs and I have. Is I don't think there should be as much of me chatting here. Stick it in the comments. I reckon you guys are going to agree. Let us know. I think it should be mostly Blind Girl Vlogs. But when we're out here, me neither. Siri, my watch, says it's not sure it understands. I don't understand. I think it's quite nice to do something a little bit different and to let the new camera do its thing and, whatever. But I still think that the questions and answers work well. I think, it'd be good if you guys would suggest things that you'd like to know about blindness and visual impairment. Like what do blind people dream? I think, you've done that a little bit before, but I still think we should do a whole vlog on it, and jazz it up a little bit, nice shots and stuff.
Potentially, yeah.
I think what we should do, we could do a vlog at some point on how we make videos. And I would say that there are two main ways. We'll do it in more detail. There are two main ways we do videos. Today, we've just got the camera on a tripod in the position we'd normally put it. There's good orientation points on the floor. There's cracks in our patio, and we've got Siobhan one side of a crack and me here, so we know that we're both in vision, but it's not the best framing. It's okay, it'll get us. Sorry. And you're going to see whatever behind us, but I don't know how much of the sky you're seeing versus our ugly faces. Or no, sorry, hang on, I'm so sorry, my ugly face and her beautiful face.
I was going to slap you then, but
no. I'm sorry. I just don't please. I'm sorry. I meant my ugly face. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I forgive you.
But if we want to do a really good one, then that's where we get sighted assistance on it, where you want so I understand the principle behind it, right? What you want, what in an ideal world, I'd like it framed. Siobhan's kind of on one edge, facing slightly at 45 degrees. You certainly are, and I'm on the other. And I'd have maybe just a little bit below the frame, just a little bit. Yeah, we got support there from a horn in the background. Don't know if you heard that.
Horny.
And grow up.
Oh, that was a bit delayed.
But if it's a really important video, we need it to look really professional. We'll get help to do it, and we'll do a video on that. The editing's another process, but suffice to say, a video like this is going to probably involve about 3 hours. Not because there's a lot of editing involved. It needs topping and tailing, and we need to drop in photos at the particular point and just like a little bit of music at the beginning and the end and stuff.
Just so it looks cool. Not that I know what I'm talking about, but I just nod and agree in the right places, of course. Yeah, that looks good.
Can I show you a trick?
Yeah. Well, I say yeah, I'm a little bit scared. What is it?
This is the trick.
Oh no. What are you going to do to me? Silence?
See?
Wow.
People always feel the silence.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little interview trick for you. It really is.
Brilliant.
I once did an interview with, so I won't say what job they did. I'd love to. They were really arrogant as well. They did a very high-powered job, a professional, study for years to do their job, and it was really, really odd and bizarre. This is why I can't tell you what they do. They were essentially a source on something and an interviewee. Like they were making allegations, an interviewee. They didn't want to make the allegations on tape or on camera that they'd shown documents for before. So consequently, we wouldn't really go into that. But but they were there talking about like an activity that was going on that probably shouldn't be and how it's dangerous. And I said, tell me, what are the dangers of unqualified people doing whatever it was we were interviewing about? I really can't go too much further than that. And they decided they were going to say nothing.
Really?
Yeah, they decided that they were going to. It's a control thing, really. As an interviewer, you do it for different reasons, but it was a control thing, and he was silent. So I asked the question, and he remained silent, and so did I. So if you can imagine this, don't I say there a minute? And after about, I think it must have been a whole minute. He said, "What do you want me to say?" Well, you know, you could either answer the question or say you don't want to.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So that's a little trick. That's a little. I bet you wouldn't believe either of us could remain silent.
I'm always silent.
You have a right to remain silent if you're American.
What do you want me to say?
This is really interesting viewing, isn't it?
Really
interesting viewing. Listen, I'm just kind of curious. Is anybody watching at this point? Okay, because we're kind of experimenting in how long people watch for. So if you're watching at this point, yeah, can you say, there's going to be another word soon, can you say bananas in the comments if you watched up to this point? And we're going to ask you another word a little bit later. Really curious. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Write bananas if you're watching at the moment. And I'll tell you why it's important. We're experimenting because we're planning a little bit of a giveaway of something quite cool at some point, aren't you? Or you are. What's the point?
Yeah, I'm going to be doing one giveaway.
Yeah, not going to say what you're going to give away.
No, I'm not going to say what. No, I'm going to say I'm doing 2 categories. One for children and one for adults.
Good. And
so,
watch this space. But
yeah. I've got to get to 1,000 subscribers. So come on,
so that
guys.
you can do. But hang on a minute. There's no. So when we say 1,000 subscribers, you don't want 1,000 subscribers.
No, I want to go. No, that's
you want
when
to go live.
I want that. I was just going to say that. That's why I can go live and I can start doing interaction videos and start engaging better with you.
I tell you, I'd like to. I've got a microphone in my hand. You've got one in yours. I'm going to interview you now. You ready?
No.
Can we have blind girl interview? Siobhan, why did you get into vlogging?
No.
Blind girl vlogs. That's enough of that.
Do you think people are still watching?
Let's find out. If you're watching at this point, pop the word mangoes in the comments below. So we've been experimenting. Do you like me mangoes, by the way? With
Stop being fruity.
That's very good. That's very good. Yeah, plum. I think
Orange.
probably let's just get some feedback in terms of whether people like this or not. It's probably not the most exciting backdrop. Does it work to hold these microphones? I think probably it's not an everyday thing, but just when we want it to sound really cool, then we'll do that.
Blind girl vlogs.
How do you feel holding the microphone?
I feel a bit strange actually holding it up because my hands are really. Thank you very much.
Sorry, it's nothing to do with the microphone. I hope you don't mind me saying.
I like holding something in my hand, but
really.
Oh God, you're terrible. Innuendos eat your heart out.
It is a single entendre, if you don't mind.
Oh gosh. Okay. My hands are really, really cold, but it's good to experiment with different sound, and the microphones are a good way of doing that.
Yeah, and this is going to be quite a bit of editing, everybody, by the way. So
Good.
we hope you're going to watch this. We hope you're going to watch this. What reward am I going to get for editing? Coffee?
No. I'll have to think of something okay that I
want
think
a coffee.
No, you don't want a coffee.
I do
It's
want
late
a coffee.
at night, and no.
I'm not allowed a coffee.
No.
Not allowed a coffee.
He's
in
already.
The vlog. I'm not allowed a coffee.
Yeah, he's already too buzzed up, so he doesn't need any more caffeine to kind of like send him flying high even more.
I'm not allowed a coffee.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm not allowed a coffee.
You've had loads of coffees.
Do you think I should be allowed a coffee, everybody?
No.
If I want a coffee, can you put it in the comments below? I'm going to work really hard on this vlog. I want a coffee.
No, he doesn't.
I do want a coffee.
He's already
She
wired.
won't let me have a coffee.
He's wired.
She won't let me have a coffee. Okay. So, given that I can't have a coffee, how are you going to say thank you then? You
Well,
really need to say thank you.
Just do your washing and your ironing and your
the
cleaning
washing,
and the cooking.
Do
you?
Hang on a minute. Is this turning into full-on domestic?
Yeah.
No, right. Okay.
Are they still here? So people still
if
here
you're still
watching?
here, you
Yeah.
need to write the word kumquat. It's a type of fruit,
What?
by the way. Kumquat, in the comments below. Look it up. Google it. It's called a kumquat. It's not rude. It's not rude.
Okay. I've never heard of a. What is it?
Kumquat.
Kumquat.
Split
No,
it
I
up.
don't want to say. No.
Split it up.
No.
Yeah. Right. Quat.
Kumquat.
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 There we go.
No, it's not. I'm
It
sure.
is, honestly.
I've never heard
Google
of that
it.
fruit.
Google it. Google it.
Okay, I'm
Google
gonna have to Google kumquat.
Okay. And when you have Googled it, because she thinks I'm being rude and I'm not, then you can
let me know
what
in
it
the
is.
comments. Come on,
what
let me
is a
know because
kumquat?
I'll be curious.
Yeah, well, you can Google it.
I could Google it myself, but you know, if people are watching,
Yeah.
they can let me know in the comments too.
I'm really cold. Can we stop this now and go
Yeah.
in and I can start the edit? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Until next time.
I love you guys. Stay safe. Bye.
I really want a coffee.
Bye.